Your manifestation abilities are off the charts this month. The decisions you make now are going to affect your abundance in positive ways for the remainder of this year. Hey guys, this is Sruti Tarot. Welcome to your intuitive and tarot messages for the month of February 2026. I pulled a tarot spread and I also drew some intuitive messages on my Buddha board. Now, the overarching theme for this month is the Manifest card. And you can see on this beautiful gold foil card, there is an image of a buffalo skull surrounded by what looks like a wreath of abundance and success. Now, I find this super interesting because I just finished drawing a piece of artwork that is a buffalo, and not just any buffalo, a sacred mandala buffalo. Now, as you can see, this is an example of some more representational artwork that I do. The Buddha board channeling is a little bit different. You're going to want to watch that video because those drawings are not always representational. They are purely intuitive. But this drawing is a representation of the symbol of the buffalo, which is abundance and spiritual growth. There is a combination of using your spiritual growth to manifest physical abundance. Now, you do seem to be at a crossroads this month, and this has been coming on for a while. This is your past position. The cartographer shows a map, and it literally says crossroads and exploration, and you in the present moment are the Two of Swords at a crossroads. This card is all about being at a crossroads. It is depicted in this case as a mermaid, a creature that exists between two worlds, the world of the sea and the world of human beings. Now, in this case, I don't get that she's confused. I get that she's exploring multiple options like this map in order to find out which option suits her best, which one is going to bring her the most abundance, and which direction she wants to manifest in, because you are super powerful in your own manifestation abilities. You still have this lucky ladybug energy as a carryover from last month, in which it was a super lucky month and you came out as super lucky. So you're still super lucky. You are just walking along this narrow pathway in between about 1,000 different options. You could go in a lot of different directions. You could partner with a lot of different people, but you're sort of pulling your energy into yourself because you know how valuable you are. You know how powerful your manifestation abilities are and how they can push you in many different directions if you don't carefully rein that energy in and choose carefully. Now, you can see she's a single ladybug walking in between quite a few pairs of these creatures. We have pairs of swans, pairs of butterflies, pairs of dragonflies, but she is singular and walking down this pathway not because she can't find a partner, but because she is very, very selective. Now, one of the oracle cards was Karmic relationship that came out, again showing us this duality of choice. And we saw as a repeated theme in last month a very important spiritual relationship that was in the background. And I think that might be why you're holding off. There may be a relationship lingering around in the atmosphere that is not yet fully manifested, but because you realize the potential of a relationship of that caliber, you're kind of holding back and waiting. And I'll get into a bit more about why I'm reading it that way in a moment when we get to the future card. Now, there are multiple themes this month also of being an observer. This is an owl oracle card paired with the observer card. Owls are excellent observers. They have excellent eyesight and patience. And in order to catch their prey, they watch and wait in the dark from very high up, looking for very small prey scurrying around before they make their move. That's why they have so much wisdom and knowledge. Now, you in the surrounding atmosphere, the card that you pulled is the observer. And this I see as you again, this same coloring as the ladybug in her shawl, this red with the dark hair. And she is sitting behind a camera waiting patiently for the right moment to take her shot. Now, you have this patience this month because you know you're waiting for the best possible shot you could take. You could take many photographs, but you're not scattering your energy around. Manifestation works the best when you have focused laser intention energy, and that is what you are doing. You also could be producing content this month. You could literally be behind a camera. And the last message that I got from all these observer cards piled up is that other people are watching you, and they're watching you with a sense of you being wise, with you being elegant and poised, and with a sense of admiration. Energy that you don't see, that you're not consciously aware of under the surface, is this Two of Wands energy. And again, it shows a woman possibly representing you, kind of sitting in her house looking outward, and there's a globe sitting next to her. And you're kind of looking outward in a sense that this is not a moment where you're taking huge risks. You're sitting back and watching to make a good decision. But I also get that you are still connected to the world, even from inside of your energetic and physical space. This could be because, again, you're making content online. The globes usually represent the World Wide Web. Now, the advice for this whole month is to continue building your prosperity. So as you're making these decisions, keep plugging away at the things you've already started. You can see these bees holding multiple different sources of income and building this hive together. And you are taking little steps in many different directions as you're making these decisions and walking down this pathway. So the message is, don't stop working on your projects, even as you're observing and deciding in which direction you want to continue these powerful manifestations for the rest of the year. Now, the future card is really cool. It is the Page of Swords, which is a white ermine, which is also known as a ferret. And what this is about in the guidebook is speaking truth to power. No matter which way you slice it, the white ermine is rare. It went extinct at one point and fought its way back from extinction. And it is a symbol of purity, and purity of speech and also of expression. So you are standing out in a very beautiful, elegant, royal, pure, rare way. You have this albino, white, rare, sacred energy around you on the Buddha board that has been shown in the upper corner this entire time. I first started drawing a tulip, which represents, again, good luck, joy, wealth, well wishes, happiness. The tulip is a very positive symbol. It also could be that you are literally getting tulips for Valentine's Day this year. I also saw a whale, which represents, again, wisdom, intuition, inner depth. The whale has been coming up a lot in our readings lately. I saw a crab claw, which represents persistence and determination, again, echoing this persistence of the ermine that went extinct and clawed its way back from extinctions. I saw an onion, which to Egyptians represents eternity. I saw a cormorant, which represents resurrection, rising up from the ashes, and also, again, this dual ability to exist within two worlds. So cormorants are birds, but they dive down into the ocean to get their fish. They are both water animals and air animals. They fly and they swim, and that is you. You fly and you swim this month. Along this fish theme, I did see grilled fish and shrimp, so you may actually literally be going out to dinner, maybe for Valentine's Day, and having some kind of seafood medley. Now, as the Buddha board image began to fade, I saw the rune for woman, and I saw an image of a woman's crimped hair. So this could be the way your hair looks, this could be the way the hair of your partner looks or potential partner. And the rune is really symbolizing, again, divine feminine and physical feminine energy. I also saw an image of a sun rising from behind skyline, and it was paired with the Nordic rune for sun. So there is a new era dawning in your life, and this decision-making process this month is part of you deciding how you want to begin this new era. You can't really make a wrong decision, because I also saw the Nordic rune Fehu for wealth, which is again reflecting this manifestation of abundance energy. And whatever decision you make, it's just a question of how you're going to decide to manifest that wealth for yourself. I then saw the witch's rune for scythe. A scythe is something you use to cut wheat. It indicates sudden changes, decisions, endings, completing tasks, and walking away. So this Eight of Cups energy is you walking away from past energy and down this new path into this jungle of abundance. We also saw this jungle of abundance appear on the card of hard work, this Three of Pentacles, of continuing to build even as you make decisions. And the tulip and its leaves also represented this growth of abundance, lush garden as you continue your creative process of manifesting your new era and the abundance of your new era. I hope this reading helped you guys. I hope you liked seeing some of my artwork, and I'll see you guys in the weekly and daily readings for this month. In 2018, I had an allergic reaction to an ear piercing that radically changed my life. Luckily, due to a unique spiritual awakening, I was able to come off of prednisone and reclaim my life. I believe that what I learned during all those years of pain and suffering can help you overcome your problems too. For my spiritual teachings, check out my website, my YouTube, and my book.